And there we go.
Hello everybody, I am Miss Bethany.
And I'm Miss Rachel.
And today we are going to make some cake mix pancakes.
Yes. I don't know if anybody knew, but you can make pancakes. You can also make cookies out of cake mix. There's a lot of stuff you can make out of it. So we're going to demonstrate today. The first thing we're going to do, I'm going to list off the ingredients and show you how, it's inexpensive to get all of these ingredients. So you've got a boxed cake mix of your choice. It can be any flavor, your favorite flavor.
We've got vanilla.
And then you'll need a half cup of flour. Yep. And then 2 large eggs.
Eggs right here.
Yeah. And then 2.5 cups of milk. Yeah. And then 1/4 of a cup of oil. Or butter if you don't like using oil. We have vegetable oil, it works fine. So we're going to go through. So the first thing you do, you're going to dump your cake mix into our large bowl. And we've got a ghost bowl. Do we have a pair of scissors or something?
That's cool. We got it.
I kind of feel like it's going to like...
If it does, that would be so fun.
It would be funny. So. And I'm going to set so we've got a hot plate. You have a stove. You would set it to medium-high heat. Medium-high, if you have numbers on it, it's actually 350 is medium-high. Medium is 300, and 400 is a hot oven or a hot stove. So a little bit of oldie thing. Next thing is our half a cup of flour. I would use that thing. It's more liquid, but it works. You need some help?
Do you want to hold this?
There we go. And you can do that or scoop it out either way. We have a half in there somewhere? Or?
Yes. Yeah. It's not sifted, is it?
Nah, it's not the other one. Okay, hold on.
Okay, try to... Did I get it?
Yeah, you're like right on there. So yeah, we've got a half a cup of flour. Okay, then 2 large eggs.
Do you want to crack one?
Sure. Okay, well our bowl is a little bit flimsy, so I'm going to do it on the table a little bit. There we go. Okay, we can put them inside that thing. Ooh, that's getting pretty warm.
Open, 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 open.
Have you not learned how to open things?
Not with one hand. That's my left hand.
Yeah, I'll get you. Okay. Do be careful because that is getting warm. Yep. Okay, and then 2.5 cups of milk.
For this one, actually, make it down.
Okay.
And fill it up to the 1.5. Because then we only need 1 cup.
Yeah, because we've actually got a very small measuring cup right now.
Watering can.
It looks like a watering can. Sorry. And 1 more cup. Now we have listed this recipe in the description. We've also got printed instructions if you want to come to the library and get some. So, okay. And then 1/4 of a cup of oil or butter. At home I usually use butter. So. There we go. The oil and the eggs kind of act as glue for the pancakes. And then you'll take a spoon or whisk. We didn't have a whisk to do it. And you'll stir it up until it is smooth and no lumps with the flour or anything else.
And as an added surprise, today we're also going to put sprinkles in our pancake mix.
So it's going to be a funfetti pancake. You can also substitute, you can put fruit in it, you can put chocolate chips or anything that you like to put in your pancakes. You can just add, I think a 1/4 cup, and it'll be really good.
So when your pancakes are done, you can put syrup on these, you could put a little bit of frosting on them, you could put whipped cream. Possibilities are kind of endless.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite topping to put on pancakes?
Whipped cream and chocolate chips.
Whipped cream and chocolate chips, that's cool. I like whipped cream and strawberries.
Ooh.
My husband David just likes plain syrup all over the thing.
I know some
Like
people
soaps.
that they like peanut butter on their pancakes.
I do like peanut butter on my pancakes.
It's pretty good,
Really
honestly.
Mm-hmm. That and a little bit of syrup with it.
Ooh, yes.
Kind of glues your mouth shut though. How about you stir it up a little bit? My arm's getting tired.
Which way to whisk?
Yeah, it would be a lot easier with a whisk or a mixer, but we don't have either of those, so we have to do it by hand.
These are what we
But
got.
you can do it by hand, and it's not that bad. Just share in the workload.
It smells so good.
Yes, it does smell good.
Don't eat the batter. There are eggs in this. Don't eat the batter.
Raw eggs and raw flour are not actually good for you, so yeah, cook them first and then eat.
I promise they'll be just as delicious after they're cooked.
I think that looks good.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good.
Okay.
Are you sure?
So I said a 1/4 cup. Do we just want to pour it until it looks good?
Oh yeah. We need more. We need more sprinkles. That's probably good. That was a huge.
Mm-hmm.
That looks great.
That looks good. So we've got funfetti pancakes that we're making. Okay. This is nice and hot.
So, would you like to do the honors of the first one?
Well, so a little technique that I've had to learn, because my husband loves pancakes, but I always would mess up on the very first one. And this is nonstick, so you don't have to oil it, but if you don't have a nonstick pan, you can put a little butter or oil or spray a little bit of cooking spray to make it so the pancakes don't stick too much. Now, with the very first one, you want to do it like a very tiny pancake, a mini pancake, to make sure that it's hot enough. I'm sure it will be.
And if you honestly wanted to, you could just make all mini pancakes.
You could. So this mini one is to gauge that it's, not only is the burner hot enough, but also if it's going to turn the right color that you're wanting. You want it to be kind of a
golden brown.
Yeah, golden brown. It can be a little bit darker. You just kids, don't try this by yourselves. Have your parents do the cooking part of it.
They can probably supervise you, and they might let you flip the pancake yourself.
Yeah.
And if you drop the pancake, it's okay. It's happened before.
Yeah. Now, what you're looking for is for it to start bubbling on the top here. And once it starts doing that, that means it's really close to being ready to be flipped. So let's look at here. Yep, it looks like it's ready to be flipped right now. Actually, we might I'm going to turn this down a little bit because it looks like it's cooking ready. You want to get onto the bottom of it and flip that over. That's not too bad of a color. It's a little bit dark, but that means that it is ready. And so, yeah,
a little fast.
It's cooking a little fast. That's why I turned it down a little bit. So instead of medium-high, you want to do medium. If you're like me and you set off the smoke alarms all the time, you might want to do medium-low. It happens. Okay, that is our very first pancake.
Not too shabby. On a gingerbread plate.
Yeah, it's a gingerbread. Ghost bowl and gingerbread. Okay, so this is what you're looking like. You want like a golden brown color. That looks pretty good. There's this one. I'm showing it to both of our cameras. We've got 2 cameras on us looking at it. Okay, so you can do an average size pancake, or you can try to do an extra large one. I would not recommend that too much just because we don't have an extra large spatula.
That's a pretty good size right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we could do a Mickey Mouse shaped one.
Oh, we could. I don't know. Would we get a copyright claim of some sort on that? That may not be the best. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Disney is kind of particular about this. Looks like our Facebook Live event is having a little bit of trouble. It's a good thing we're recording this on a different thing. So let's do this on the other side as well. Since it's large enough, we can do 2 at a time here. Oh, sorry. We don't want this to be too close to that
Because it might melt.
yeah. We don't want to ruin another bowl. You said a bowl was ruined with slime. That's
It
pretty good.
just cracked on the side. It was fine.
Well, that's what happens when you know. So it looks like it is actually cooking a little bit slower since we turned it down a little bit, but that means it's easier to manage with it. But see, you're starting to see bubbles. We can actually, since it's cooking a little bit slower, you can wait until you really are seeing a lot of bubbles popping up, and then you can flip it. That means the longer you're able to wait before flipping, the more likely you're not going to make a taco. Yeah, I've made tacos before out of pancakes. It's they don't look pretty at all.
They taste good though.
Yeah, I mean they still taste fine, but they don't look pretty. I mean, if you got it at a restaurant, you'd ask to send it back. So you want to try to flip that?
Okay. Let's see. Hold on.
Yeah, and then just like stab it underneath there.
Ooh, that looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sir. I'm not good at flipping pancakes.
It's okay. I'll show you how to do it.
Oh, this is not gonna be great.
Hey, not too bad. Not too bad. Have you flipped pancakes all that much?
Not for a while.
Not for a while. Well, without practice, I mean, mine look even worse than that. So you see this? This is actually really good. The
Very
edges
perfect.
here are basically, so it's good to kind of go all the way around. And then stab it in there. There you go. Go all the way around to get it all, so it's not sticking. And then basically just stab it in there and then flip. Voila!
That pancake king was amazing. Your pancake looks amazing. Mine was terrible.
I've had a lot of practice. My husband, maybe it's not every weekend, but I don't know.
Every other weekend?
Yeah, at least twice a month I'm making pancakes. So I've had a lot of practice. Plus, yeah.
They look so fluffy.
Yeah, they're very, very fluffy. I wonder, that's probably the
Cake mix?
The cake mix. It must have a good amount of baking soda in it.
Ooh.
I'm gonna get that one spot that looked like it wasn't completely cooked yet.
If they seem still a little gooey on the inside, just put them back in the pan for another minute or so, and then they should be completely cooked.
Yeah. Another thing you can do if they're done on both sides, but they're a little bit gooey, you can put them in the oven at like 300 degrees, and they'll cook up the rest of the way as you're cooking up the rest of your batter. So how many pancakes you want to do? Just 2 more?
Yes.
Yeah. And then you can, if you don't use all of your batter, you can actually refrigerate this. You know, cover it, put it in the fridge, and it's good for up to I think 2 or 3 days. So
Pancakes for days.
yes.
I have one of these at home.
Yeah?
Skillet thing.
That's cool. I just have a stove and a pot or a pan.
That works too.
Yeah. So with this sheet of paper, that if you would like to get the recipe, the cake mix pancakes on the back of it, we also have the classic pancakes recipe if you would rather make them from scratch. Either way, making pancakes is actually very inexpensive, and it's also a very fun thing to teach your kids. We do want to put a warning, it is hot, so be careful.
I burned myself when I was a kid making pancakes.
Mhm.
I learned then, don't burn yourself when you're making pancakes.
Yeah, well, or cooking in general. Try not to
Yeah.
burn yourself. Yeah, it makes it a little bit less fun. It looks like yours is starting to. And the way to check it, if it's not completely done on the outside, but you think it might be getting close, yeah, put it on the side and kind of lift it up and see what color it looks like. How what's it looking like?
It's looking a little dark.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the thing that you did.
Mhm.
All the way around.
And then stab it. Good job. Almost. Okay, try that again. Yeah, that was really good. That was a really good flip.
Yeah.
Okay,
Except
and
I got a little
another thing.
weirdness.
Hold it like this.
Grip is everything, right?
Yes, that too.
You might be a little gooey still. Just give it a look. Ah, that's the perfect pancake color. Come on. I'm gonna get one successful pancake.
Hey, grip. And then flip.
Grip, flip.
Good job. That's really good. Might be still a little bit gooey, so we might flip it over again.
Yeah.
But that's okay. But if you like gooey pancakes, I think they're okay to eat. I think the flour and the eggs cooking up, I don't know. I'm not a health expert, so don't quote me on that. And don't. We have a spoon in our batter. It's okay. It's been washed. So, well, I hope. Actually, so while those are finishing up cooking, we can try. See how it tastes. That's looking really good. So we used vanilla with sprinkles. That's really good. I mean, I don't even want syrup with it.
It doesn't need syrup.
But it probably would be good with syrup too.
You can put some whipped cream on this. It would be amazing.
Mm-hmm. Really good. So we highly encourage, try to make pancakes.
With cake batter.
With cake batter. And we will see you next week for our next craft demonstration. Okay?
Thank you so much.